let's talk about this Kanye Gap situation. So for those of you who don't know, Kanye has partnered with the Gap. He's going to bring Yeezy over to the Gap. I think that this is the most genius business deal that I have witnessed in the last decade. I just put that timeline up now, so I'll probably regret it. But I'll tell you why. Gap is struggling, right? Because the other like super fast fashion places are botting it. The Zara's, the Top Shops, the H&M's. I don't know if H&M's still in business, but still like it's a cheaper clothing, but it actually has more cachet because they're doing cooler styles, etc. And then Gap kind of just became like bland, right? You know, it's just like kind of like regular clothes. Like when we were growing up, like a gray Gap sweatsuit was kind of fire. I don't know if you remember, right?
Yeah.
Like they had some
hot commercials.
They had a run.
They had a run where it was like they had that nice crew neck shit where it just said Gap on the chest. Remember the sweatshirt? It was like a crew neck.
Yeah. They had the original MacBook commercials with just a white background and then a guy talking in front of a completely white screen.
Yeah.
And the shit was kind of fire.
Son, everything went downhill when they stopped dancing in the commercial.
I'm telling you.
Remember when they were doing like swing and shit in the commercial? It was fire. But basically what happened is as these new things pop up, Gap kind of gets lost in the sauce because it's not as elegant as like the sister company Banana Republic. I think Banana Republic is owned by Gap, right? So it's like it would go Banana Republic, Gap, Old Navy. Old Navy would still occupy the bottom rung where a lot of people just didn't have the money. You could get clothes for pretty cheap. They had that cargo short run and Old Navy was popping. I think we all wore Old Navy back in the day. And then Gap with this like middle ground where it was like almost like rich kids wore Gap.
Yeah.
You know, like your parents, the rich kids' parents would buy them Gap stuff. And then Gap kind of falls out of favor. But what I love about the deal is Yeezy brings the cool factor. Gap brings the quality. If Yeezy partners with H&M or any of these motherfuckers partner with H&M, I think Beyonce partnered with Top Shop or something like that. She brings all the equity, but the quality's still trash.
Top Shop is trash quality?
Yes.
Top Shop's a little bit. It's
Top
higher
Shop is higher
than H&M.
It's higher than H&M, but like barely. You wash a shirt twice, that shit is fucked. Like the threads are starting to come out. It's not good quality. The thing with Gap is Yeezy is bringing his brand equity to a brand that's quality's already high. So now I'm like, I would wear this shit if it's good. I would wear this shit.
Yeah.
You could buy something from it and it's going to maintain its fucking value, unlike these other things. There's
All
like
he has
2
to
wears
do
done.
is just take the original Gap clothes and put a couple holes in it.
And that was easy. Yeah.
The most genius thing about this was he finally dropped a conscious song today about essentially Black Lives Matter.
Oh, really?
He didn't say it, but yeah, he dropped that shit with Travis Scott. The whole video.
Oh, yeah, that's what you guys were saying before. Yeah.
And the timing of that is perfect. Oh, I just partnered with the whitest clothes on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
There you go, everybody.
Yeah.
Look, I'm woke again. We're good, right?
Black Lives Matter. I mean, not the life of my wife, but Black Lives Matter. Like, hey, let me find another black guy who married a white woman as well in the same family. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Now, not saying that you can't do that. Obviously, you can, but it is interesting because you're saying this might be more performative and maybe
I think it's a marketing video.
a marketing video. Yeah. Right.
You can't alienate your audience too much.
Mark, what are your thoughts?
As far as the deal, I think it's smart. Like Gap was gonna be out in 5 years.
You think?
Yeah, without this, Gap would have been done in 5 years. Like their shit was like free falling.
Yeah.
Like they were getting squeezed so hard between Old Navy and the rest of their shit.
Would your generation wear Gap?
I mean, I wear Gap, bro.
Still to this day?
Yeah, these jeans.
Really?
Come on, bro.
Yeah, but you bought them in some store where someone else wore them and then you got them.
No, I got them from the Gap.
You went to the Gap?
Yeah. That's my shit, bro. I've been on Gap.
I don't know about the Gap anymore, son.
Yeah,
that's the only store Mark gets firsthand shit from.
Yeah, they don't make that shit more breathable by the cheeks. When we
The
recorded,
gap, the space between your butt cheeks.
ain't much of a gap, bro. This should be mad sweaty. What did you say before the podcast, or was it on it?
Damn. I was like, so I was passing by and Mark's shoe dropped and I picked it up for him and handed it to him and it was so hot and I'm like, God damn, not only is your ass always hot, your feet are fucking hot too. Yeah, that's way pause.
Hey, yo!
I knew it was coming.
So you think 5 years they're out of here, and then Yeezy has prolonged that, depending on the success of it.
Yeah, and Yeezy revolutionized Adidas, I think. Like
I think Yeezy did revolutionize Adidas. I'm skeptical that he's going to do that for Gap, but I've been wrong about Yeezy before. I keep doubting Kanye, and then he keeps winning. So
I think it's guaranteed to win because the Gap's at the bottom. So the only place you can go is up.
It depends on how much they-
even if
You
it's a
getting
little bit
stock,
up.
you getting a stock nice and cheap.
He's a penny stock right now. Yo, it's like the fucking lowest it'll ever be. Depending on how much they paid Kanye, can they afford it? And he might have just got paid in a ton of stock equity or some shit like that.
Yo, the interesting thing about paying Kanye is like, or for this is, if the deal is only a year or 2 years, but you bring back the value of the brands, any amount you pay him is worth it.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a 10-year deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is like, this is Kanye does this, and then maybe he's out the game. Kanye's going to be what is he, like 55?
Kanye
In 10 years?
Yeah.
He's like 40 something now?
55, yeah. In 10 years, yeah. But I don't know, because he's shaky when it comes to a lot of these business stuff. Like lately, he's been putting out his own shit, and he prides himself in putting out his own shit. With this, it's like, is it more the Gap? Is it more him? Because I know he has control of the Yeezy brand. And this seems like it's a partnership. So it's
I think they're going to let him do whatever he wants for Yeezy Gap, not design all the Gap. So I think Yeezy Gap will be like a subset of Gap, just like I think Yeezy was a subset of Adidas.
100%.
got it. If it's like that, then
He's
yeah.
not overseeing the Gap.
Fam, I'm
I thought
super
they was
surprised
doing
that
that. Like-
Adidas let this rock. If I'm Adidas, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you want to partner with us? You want to do this with us? Like, make your brand within us.
No, but he only has a shoe deal with Adidas. He doesn't have clothing. His
so-
clothing is straight him. You can't go to Adidas and get easy clothing.
Hey,
Is his clothing selling?
son, I thought
mean-
Yeezy's $1 billion company or something.
It is a $1 billion company. And that's what's interesting because I think that the heat of Yeezys, the shoes at least.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time that was the hottest fucking shoes,
Yeah.
and now it's not there anymore. But the worth has grown. So it's like maybe like heat don't necessarily mean money. We think it does.
I think
you
they're
want to
like-
know some dope warfare, brand warfare.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm Nike and I want to take out Adidas. I get some Karens to throw some shit in a grocery store wearing all Yeezy.
Oh, that's a move.
Right? Whoever the most hateable person is,
That's a move.
put them in the opposition's gear, and now all of a sudden, those new clog fucking things that Yeezy put out,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, those are the Karen sneaker. The Karen clogs.
I mean, it's diabolical, but if they get caught, it's a wrap.
That's true.
get
100%.
caught,
They
it's a
get caught.
wrap.
It's a wrap. You got to kill them.
Yeah, you just pay them so much. It's like whatever. What are you gonna do? Had that Long Island white bitch or whatever that be wearing the MAGA hats in the videos, talking to the phone.
I love her.
Put her in pure Yeezy.
This is how I dress for my Spartan races. This woman is a legend. Tina 40.
Yeah.
We love you. We want you on the pot.
yeah. Ain't nobody talking shit to her.
Yo, y'all timelines be mad different.
Oh,
like this.
Nah, she's coming on everything. So what'd you think, Akaash? You think it's legit or not?
I mean, listen. Like I said, I've been wrong about Kanye every step of the way. I don't think this is a big swing to me to make the Gap cool again. That shit is like 20 years old.
Also,
the Gap being cool.
I think he worked at the Gap as a kid.
Oh,
I think he's talked about that in interviews. where, like,
Spaceships. He talks about working at the Gap.
yeah, exactly. So he worked at the Gap as a kid. I think he's even rapped about it. Like,
Yeah,
went back
Spaceship,
went
yeah.
back to the Gap.
Yeah,
So,
let's
like-
go back to the Gap.
Yeah. So I think he's on some nostalgia shit too.
That's dope. Full
Not
cycle.
even
that's
nostalgia.
pretty- yeah.
It's fuck you.
Yeah,
He didn't like working there. What now?
Did he
I
get
own it.
fired?
Yeah.
I believe so. I think so because they threatened him for stealing or some shit like that.
Really?
I mean, he has an entire verse about hating the Gap. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on his first album, Spaceship or whatever. I've been working this grave shift. That one.
I ain't made shit.
It's like,
I
what?
wish I could buy me a slave ship. And wait, what? wait,
It was
what?
like, let's go
What?
back to the Gap. Look at my check. Wasn't no scrap. Yeah, if I sold what
Wasn't my fault. Yeah, I still
Yeah.
never
got
got
caught.
caught.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take me to the back and pat me.
Asking me about some khakis.
I'm just a
What's
curbside
some-
prophet with my hands. Well, I thought we were doing Jason Mraz. What, Mark? You don't know about no Jason
Nah, I don't even
Mraz?
compare those two, yo. Kanye got more white holes than Jason Mraz.
Yo, you right.
Hey, yo.
But you know who the greatest rapper of all time is? Who is it, Mark?
The rest rapper of all time.
Bomb atomically. Wait, what?
Nah, son, what's poppin'?
You went to the only verse that he knew.
What's poppin', bro?
Yeah,
My
bro.
man Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. Yo, we're only doing white rappers in 2020.
Only
bro.
white rappers in
Nah, I'll
2020.
give up music.
So is
Yeah.
Jack
Akaash?
I'll give
Harlow
up music.
more
Akaash.
popping than
I got
Post
plenty of
Malone?
Tiki Wiki to hold me over, yo. I don't need no fucking white rappers ever in my life.
Yo, who do you put higher, Jack Harlow or Post Malone? And
Nah, Jack Harlow, what's popping? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
word?
I got options. I could pass that bitch like Stockton. That shit fire, bro. Where that bitch? No look, bitch. You ever did that? You ever
Stockton
no look
looking
the
on
bitch?
every pass, yo. That's a bounce pass.
Now you can't no look these bitches anymore. You gotta be like, here you go.